Let's see how things will go. Hey there! Oh god. Don't worry about me, I'm just on a freaking... Wait, how would I even go about it? Let me... Nah, that's fine. I basically have a free monitor set up because I also want to watch a Pokemon tournament going on. It should come up on stream. In the sense of that you shouldn't hear anything. Let me actually lower that a little bit. Alright, so this is basically the first time I'm playing this game in months. So let's see how that'll go for me. Okay, at least I set it up correctly. Let's see if I still remember how to play this game. Which is, after all, the game I'm better at than Pokemon. And also the one that people tend to watch more when I play it. Which I understand, to be honest. With the fact that not only am I way worse at Pokemon, I'm also way worse at interacting with chat while playing it. With Shadow, it's like I have more experience with it, and it's also comfier in the in-between sections. So let's see how that will go for me. Shadow is that kind of game where once you're very good at it, you won't really lose any of the like overall skill, or at least it takes a little longer to lose that. Okay, what's with the camera here? Why is it being weird? But there's like a lot of small things that just destroy consistency. So hopefully those won't be a factor. But things like Valis I should be able to get pretty much any time. Yep. I think the game might actually be a tad too loud. I'm not sure if it is, but I prefer it a little on the lower side. Lost a bit of time due to the routing issue and the camera. But 10 seconds is not a lot. That's fine. There's no game sound at all? What do you mean? There's a lot of game sound and it's loud. Did I actually mess up something about the setup here? Because it's showing on my OBS. Fine, I'll make it louder. Jeez. Just tell me if you hear stuff. Because for me it's always a lot louder when I capture it myself. If not, I'll have to get back to a drawing board and see. Because usually the issue is that I'm also fairly low volume, so that plays into things. Some ambient room noise, but you can't hear the game. That is strange. Because the Elgato is capturing stuff. Fairly consistently. Not that I set it up wrong, anyway. Sure. How did this work? Holy hell. But basically, let me see if I'm capturing this correctly. Yeah, the Elgato is definitely on. Oh, it's monitor only! Whew! Okay, now you should be able to hear it, I'm very sorry. That was my fault there. Is it loud right now? Too loud? Should I lower it? Unverifiable. Hopefully I won't record lol. There were 200,000 splices in there while you weren't looking, man. But this game is like freaking second nature. I don't remember the last time I played this. It must have been like at least a couple months or so. And it still feels very comfy and consistent. But yeah, at some point I will bring back the good old setup with some music. I recently found a new album which I love. It's basically weird fever dream, alien noise, comfy metal, if that makes sense. It doesn't, but it does at the same time. It's great. I swear. I wonder if in a guy's cutscene there could be a thing like on Quad. Yeah, I'm on Windows 11. How can you tell? Or why does it matter? Because, well, not too recently, but I got a new PC. Like half a year or so ago. Which was the change from Windows 10 to Windows 11. But I haven't streamed much Shadow since, so anyway. That's fair. I mean, 11 is... Are you fucking serious? Do we do this still? If I nail this, I'm the best player ever on Earth and universe. Damn, boy. Derust is really a magical thing, isn't it? Because it's always that first run. Yeah, remember when this was hard? Like the last time I played this game? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, what is going on? I need a freaking... Man, it's so awesome. Imagine just me here, derusting, casually doing Gaia sales strat. That felt very comfy. I might just end up doing this instead of the old IL because I should be able to get this most of the time, and if not, there's still enough backups. I mean, I need like 25 to get world record, and I think as long as I keep within 30 and get a phalanx. I just don't remember how to do a phalanx, I don't think, so that'll be fun. But it's illegal anyway because of the audio issue, unless the other mods have mercy, which I wouldn't want, honestly. And I mean, there's still enough stuff to mess up, so I shouldn't be too cocky or confident. But it shows that I'm not out of form somehow. So far, at least. And I'm doing all of this for really, really longathon. Because... Sorry, JK. You might only be there in case someone has to drop out, but for good reason. We got Hayauki and Sable and I. So unless... Well, for me I have to get out of work earlier, so if that fails you could still do Shadow. Yeah, it refreshes your mind. Especially after playing Pokemon, this feels so chill and so comfy. It's not easier than Red, but it's more comfy on the soul, you know. Pokemon Red is so brutal, it takes so much concentration. Here it's more like... How would I even put it? No fucking way. No, shut the fuck up. I'm not on a run on my first freaking run from derust here. No, fuck that. This is bullshit. I'm not ready. Give me a couple runs, man. I was so ready to do like a 133 RTA run or so. I would have been so ready to suck. But now I just fucking got a run going like that. That's bullshit. And you know what? Once I get past this run, no matter what happens, I will not get a start like this for another like 3 hours of trying or so. But I'm not going for like... fuck. 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 10 splices in that one, I swear. It's always the comfy runs. Man, always the comfy ones. So at the same time, I'm already out of a Pokemon tournament because they're doing like a decider race right now who gets into the playoffs, and my friend Square is currently leading, which is great. I love to see Square in the playoffs. But I won a race, so I'm proud of that. Even though under weird circumstances, but it still counts. Yo. But yeah, Christmas time will be great. I will already be done with my exams. Can full on focus in the afternoons on doing exercise, on streaming. I can make a schedule out of this. Like every time I would have had like my freaking my evening classes, I could stream instead. You know, each Tuesday and Friday would probably be a bad time, but I could probably do Saturday. Make a stream schedule, you know. Be one of the big boys. I could probably do twice a week, comfortably. I don't even know what to do with all that time for at least half a year. Let's see if I can do that still. If it's wing down... Oh, it's wing up. It's always wing up when you come back to this after not doing it for a while. After wet, only wing down. Bullshit. Even though wing down is faster. This is so comfy! Why can't this always be like this? I swear. Where is Barba anyway? Oh fuck. The Do I remember where the foxy dot is? And what the timing of that is? Questions upon questions. And furthermore, do I even know how to do Hydras anymore? Oh yeah, I mean, fair, but also during Phaedra I accidentally tapped out, so I think I saved time on that. I'm probably under 10 seconds behind or so. But I had better starts as well. I had like starts where I was quite ahead early game, so... But it wasn't too bad. This is still a good start for, like, you know, your average derust anyway. Nothing special, just me doing a run after a couple months break. Just your comfy little, you know, getting to know the game at all. And then I realize I already know the game. What have I been doing all that time? I know, right? They force you to look at it. It always slows down that horse. Remember PS3 when you didn't have to stop for that horse? I actually also have to probably put the charger in for the freaking PS5 controller. Looks like Square got past the black belt, hell yeah. If you dare touch a blade of grass, it's an instant stop, because those are sharp. Yo, what was that movement right there? Oh, it's somewhere on the right, right? Oh, I see it. I see the dot. That works. Oh, that was slow. I just cycle stepped in that cutscene. Did you all see that? That was freaking sick. Unfortunately, it doesn't save any time, IGT-wise. Yeah, sure, fuck off. It's always with Barba. Fuck you, Barba. At some point I should start incorporating the jump stab. This saves time. Okay, sure, why not? Not quite. That shows how bad, like... Well... You know, just keeping pace. The funny thing is if I get a good phalanx... Oh my god. Help. But do I still know how to Hydras? Looks like Square's on the way to Victory Road, ahead of everyone else. That's good. Oh, I forgot to connect my controller to like the PS5, but I think on this section I can probably do it fairly chill manner. Yeah, well, thank God we introduced IGT, am I right? Especially since now I got an SSD and it would pain me if I got a record just cause of SSD. For 90% I'm sorry, but that's the state of the game. You know. Although use it because everyone else did as well and there's no alternative. Unless we did manual removal. And I don't think we have the technology or at least knowledge and experience to make that happen. Especially considering how active it is for the OG runs. Yeah, I guess that will give me some advantage. Why is the camera so weird? Now I'm actually not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Was it 9? Wait, did PDO get a new record or something that I missed? How am I like... What do you mean? Did PDO get a new one? Last time I saw PDO's record was a 57.25, like a second faster than yours. For anyone that's lurking right now, it is scaring me because I'm still on pace. And this is a derust after 2 months of not playing this game at all. Not overthinking is a big part of it. I actually don't want a record right now. But, you know. I had an audio issue at the start of the run, so if this records, I have an issue there. As a mod admin, I would have to apply the harshest rules on myself, so everything is fair and disqualify this run. Which would be a pity. So ideally, hopefully I fuck up somewhere. If not, that's a fun story, isn't it? But I would probably let the others decide. You'd apply common sense, I mean. I'd let the others decide. I would want the decision. If it was by me, I would apply the harshest possible rule. Because we had, you know, that one time, for example, the upsell got record, but it was like recorded in a way where it was basically spliced by technicality. You had to disqualify that even though everyone knows it was a fair and legit run. So yeah, that's kind of awkward, isn't it? And I mean, same here. There's no way of proving that I didn't splice 100,000 times, even though this is not pre-recorded. I mean, I can do things to prove that, but you know. Oh yeah, that was the thread. He had like a cutout in there. I think PDO said like in between here you want to quick charge that, so you get past here and have a simple quick start here. I mean, there's still enough stuff to fuck up on. I honestly hope for my own downfall, because that would be too easy. Messed up a side jump there because I charged it too much. Oh, is it? Is that why you didn't submit it? That would be a grey area, actually. Technically no splice. If you have an overlap there. That's a weird one, I'm not even sure how I would count that. It's probably fine, considering the circumstances there. I'm floating. It's funny when you get stuck in a Colossus and all of a sudden gravity just acts upon you. Oh, and it overlaps, okay, I see. You know, it's always that way there. I personally would always like apply the rules harsher to myself than to others. I mean, we're not big enough of a community that we have to apply the harshest rules, I guess. But it's always, you know, in the Pokemon community, for example, they were decently relaxed until someone cheated runs, spliced runs and all that. They caught him, but it took a lot of investigation. So in the end they adjusted the rules that you have to have for runs that are a certain pace, you have to submit like a controller input, recordings of a full session. You have to submit a 60 FPS like high quality recording and all that. Which makes sense. Once something bad happens, that's when people start to get a bit more, you know, less chill, I guess. But I mean, for us, nothing bad happened yet, to my knowledge. At least cheating-wise. There were other things, but cheating-wise, nothing much. Yeah, exactly. I mean, enough people of the community saw me and my skill, right? And it's like so tightly knit that it's the same for other people. Fuck off. This is where time loss starts, isn't it? The average Bastaran experience, yeah. I mean, it's due to the fact that I missed the jump stab. I need to practice that. Because that's one of those strategies where if you don't practice it, it's easy to lose the feel on that, I guess. Looks like Square is on the champion fight, while Huang Bro is right behind, finishing Lance. So as long... Oh, he has a lot of health. Yeah, Square is totally fine. Hell yeah, Square. Yep, Square got through. Hell yeah. Square is a cool dude. Funnily enough, still world record pace if everything goes well. I just need a good phalanx. Remind me, JK, how do you do a phalanx setup? I mean, you can't defeat it when it's fainted. You need to, like, you know, you need to weaken it to the lowest possible state and then throw a Pokeball at it. I used to have art of Phalanx as Rayquaza. That one always stuck out to me. And I mean, there's more Pokemon content to come from me for sure. But I think most of Christmas will be Shadow. Maybe not all of it. I might sneak in a little bit of Pokemon in there, but you know, considering Treaksmas and all that, I will need to have a derust this. And it is great for a derust. I'm like, you know, for the relay, my goal is to beat Sean's original relay time, which is like a 1:23:30. And if I perform like that, like, hell yeah. Which Colossus would work best in a fight? What do you mean? I also always forget how to do the dirge here. In a 90%. Oh. Honestly, I think for each Colossus there is like a Pokemon that is similar. Actually, right after this run I will do a little thing where I find the Pokemon equivalent. If I had to take a guess, there is one for each one of them. I always forget the angle here. But better to take it in a more relaxed manner. Okay, that was too relaxed, man. Fuck off! Yeah, I need to practice that. That was horrible. I hated every bit of it. Sure. Sure! Okay. While not technically a bad dirge. No, this is a bad dirge. Like, what the hell am I on about? This is a very bad dirge. Though I think the one cycle is fine. Which is usually the issue when coming back into a derust. Yeah, that was too relaxed. Yeah, I need to go a little harder on that for sure. But yeah, like I said, my goal is a 1:23:30 RTA for the relay. Of course, any world record works, but I kind of want to outdo Sean's performance. Just so it truly has the effort in there, you know? It's like the secondary goal. And the 1:23 is like solid, but not unheard of. Yeah. I will have to lap that out to find a proper setup, honestly. Because it's annoying. Like, we have lapped out every single Colossus, but Dirge is just like a wing it kind of deal. Yeah, I just don't feel like using classic controls on Dirge. I'd rather not. I think it'll work if we just find the closest to IL setup. Maybe there's even something crazy if we vary the starting point. Like, we never went fully right or anything, you know? Maybe there is something to it. I use modern remapped until Phalanx, where I switch. Oh, I'm on the way to Celosia, yeah. That was interesting. Like, Phalanx I can't do on modern remapped. Yeah, exactly, that's the way I do it as well. But I mean, technically, there wouldn't then be anything wrong switching earlier. Anything anything besides Dirged, I can do fairly consistently on Classic. Also, one of the little improvements was just going for this here. And then slowing down by ramming into this. It's like easy enough to do. Like there's no reason not to. Another thing would be going for YL here, but I know I was able to make it work in 90% for some reason, even though it shouldn't be any different. Maybe it's like very, very like important to keep it clean on the starting point. I mean, you can just do it, right? So why not? This is like not one of the hard ones. There's barely any risk involved if you do it right. Well, fuck me, am I right? I say and end up losing a lot more time for no reason whatsoever. Okay, that was a decent enough save. Oh, you mean for IL? I was taught. Yeah. I wonder what like the difference is there overall if you fail versus if you succeed. I didn't deem it worth it for boss rush for the longest time until I was like, yeah, let me just do it, and I realized it's not that bad. At any percent, it's probably a bit too much for now, yeah. Unless I got it to a consistency of the IL. But there's other things like Dirge or Phalanx that are probably more important. Like in boss rush, I'd say it's worth it, considering with the margins we're working there. What I always wonder is, like, the way I stop aggro is just holding back and doing a little turn usually. But I remember, like, Madurashi doing, like, the quick stops when it was still full speed. I wonder what's faster and if we need to optimize that. Probably not that much of a difference, but there might be a difference of a couple seconds here and there. Tap X? But you don't mean the quick stop, right? Because if it tap X... Wow, okay, I actually need to take a look at that. Imagine if I lost like 5 to 10 seconds each time. You probably don't have to imagine, it probably happened. Oh, fucking hell. That jump timing here is also very, like, susceptible to rust. Because it's like not too hard, but it's fairly specific. Yeah, fuck Pelagia. Okay. I knew this would happen. Fuck off. That's the worst. Okay. Not getting world record the literal first time I run after the derust, right? Imagine. The fact it got close is worrying. This time though. No! Fuck off! You asshole. Fine. Whatever. Sure. Do whatever you want, man. That'll probably actually improve my speed on the runs tremendously. Hello, sir. Would you behave? To be fair, it was my fault this time. I shouldn't complain. Wow. Okay. This is ridiculous. I mean, it's not. It's literally me just failing, but... How far was that off? Medium is anything but high speed, right? This is the time loss that we were searching for, I guess. Because now I can comfortably finish the run without worrying too much. 2 cycle fucking sucks though. Like, I thought I mean, to be fair, the Bastran wasn't great, but like, I thought I would be terrible at Bastran, Phaedra, Gaius, all that. The fact it's Pelagia of all things, like, sure, Pelagia is annoying, but it's like, not that bad derust-wise, if that makes sense. Yeah, okay, I hate that angle. Yeah, sure, do whatever you want. This is like the HTA Pelagia experience right now, losing so much time. Even more time than you'd need to lose. Yeah, that's also fair. I should do some more practice, as always. I will take mental notes here. Fuck off, by the way. Oh! I also spent a decent chunk of time in the later Colossi, you know? It's not like I only did those. It's like I have... What is it at this point? 2,500 hours or something? Never enough, but still. The only thing I spend more time on is probably chess, if I take a guess. I mean, it's like that in any speedrun, isn't it? People usually hate practicing, so we just do a lot of reset runs. But that's the thing, that's stupid. If you wanna get good, spend like 80% of the time practicing and like 20% of the time doing runs. And you'll see you'll improve in no time. I first learned that when I saw Sean get a lot better, and then I was like, huh, how does he do that? I guess no reset runs help. Yep, I'll take a look. Yo! That's wild. World record speedrunner, by the way. Okay, I think with this information I just gained like 20 seconds over the whole run. You unleashed my final form. I will now ascend to the next higher plane of existence and just break the world record by 3 minutes with that knowledge. Isn't it crazy that I got world records without that? When do you stop aggro? It doesn't really matter too much, right? Just somewhere in the shadow and then go to a brick. That's good enough, isn't it? Besides the fact that I missed the literal first arrow. But in theory. Yeah, that's what I also think. But I gotta look at aggro as well. At some point, right? It's funny how, like, Phalanx is such an uncontroversially chill Colossus, but I feel like more trouble than most with it. Funnily enough, this will probably still save a lot of time. Maybe not actually, but we'll see. It won't surprise me in the least. I knew you could stop it faster with the quick stop, I just didn't know that spamming the X button also helped. Ugh. That makes sense. It's been 6 years already, Jesus Christ. I saved 15 seconds with that. I saved 15 seconds with that. I've saved 15 seconds by missing an arrow. Jesus. I feel like the next time I really try, I have a gut feeling I can get the record fairly quickly. I just need the right mindset for it, and also need to get a lot of practice in and do it consistently. And by consistently I don't mean like, it'll be enough to stream like twice a week and maybe do like an offline session a week additionally. I think that would be enough. I think Tuesdays for stream day would work. Next week I have exams, but after that... Well, to be fair, I didn't play the game at release. I never played this game or the ones before it until like June? No, April, May? I'm not sure, May of 2018. So let's say 6.5 years. Next year is like a big anniversary, we should do something cool for that. That is quite crazy. Hopefully they will also do something with GDQ hotfix for that. That would be cool. Something like an all platforms race would be sick. Ideally with like 4 people or something. Well, the question is who could do it? You, I, Stocky. Who else can do all platforms? Jade? Let's freaking do it, man. I'd say all platforms, but PS2 race also works. Effectively quick stopping through this section is actually fucking goated. Because it's an awkward section overall. Yo, you can just do that. Holy shit. Okay, now it's getting a bit excessive. Das Wasser. If not for Pelagius, would have been such a sick derust, man. Now I'm a bit sad. Oh, I'm streaming at 60 FPS now. You should be able to see the FPS. Okay, sure. Okay, 3500. I'm not sure if you're able to see the FPS, to be fair. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. I'll be honest. Well... My dude, come on. This is my forte. I almost did the OG strat there, but I don't wanna. Fuck you. And all you stand for. Come on, I can't be losing my groove on this. I have been feeling my hands getting worse. And I hate it. Where are you? What are you doing? Fuck you. Can I still do wacky? Apparently I can, but it's still very slow. Yeah, in like this version he always looks crispy clean, doesn't he? Which is a bit sad, if you think about it. Fine. I wanted to jump stab, I'll be honest. I lost over a minute here. I mean, it makes sense. I gotta do a couple super jumps after, just to see if I can still do this. Because that was very bad. Going around the other side is slower, right? When going to Argus. Did we have a test vat? I mean, he absorbs it. So surely it internally is damaging his body, poisoning his soul for all the bad deeds he's done. Yeah, no, I mean, I would have been happy with a 125 in general, if I get that. Which, you know, 125, 126. It's just that if you told me I was within a minute up until Solosia, I would have said, wow, that's insane. And the fact it was all caused due to Pelagia is a bit sad, but that's the way it is. It just becomes a lot less predictable with Pelagia if you don't get that initial jump up. And there's no real way around it if you mess it up. Because at that point you're at the mercy of AI. Or the lack thereof, rather. With the Colossi. The funniest thing is that moment where they turn away and don't do that animation, that happens way less in the OG, have you noticed? There's barely any issue with that, but in the newer versions it happens whenever the positioning isn't just right. Man. You gotta get ChatGPT on developing new routes for the game. Give it a couple more years. We're laughing now. Maybe we'll laugh even more later. Come on, I just gotta go for it. Oh, fuck off. You can make this work, though. Yep. Fuck you. Okay, overall this didn't save any time. Because I really fucked up the rest here, but that's fine. Dude, it's funny, because I was actually very curious. So I asked it about a couple of questions about speedrunning and Shadow of the Colossus and stuff. And it got a lot better, because I think the newest version is allowed to Google. So, you know, when like a couple years ago I asked it, it would just make up things and just put in some speedrun related names in there. When I asked it recently, it actually came up with mine and yours and all that. It's, you know, because it can actually physically look at the speedrun leaderboard. It's quite funny. A couple more versions and it will actually be a proper Google replacement. Though it is very, very useful for annoying, mundane stuff. I don't know, generate a cover letter or generate a freaking, you know, cancellation letter or whatever. Yeah, or generate data points or whatever the fuck. Summarize this text for me, that kind of stuff. You just gotta be careful because it tends up to still generate some bullshit that sounds right. But who knows, it's getting exponentially smarter, which is kinda scary. Like, there's some theories, they're probably over the top, but still make sense with like... You know, have you seen the robots from Tesla? Like, geez, that's like straight out of Detroit Become Human. And like... It's probably a matter of time till they will develop general enough intelligence where things will get quite scary, like... Right now it's a tool, but... Who knows? I guess most jobs that retain a social aspect will probably remain the same. For the most part. Because people tend to like that human connections. I mean, teaching will probably have AI assistants, but like, you can't replace it fully. Same with like, you know, people that sell products. I think I'd rather, you know, get consultation from a human. But who knows, maybe that will be boomer talk in like 30 years. Oh, that's honestly the funniest part of it. I learned something new today. I can actually use it right here. That was actually good aggro management there. That alone probably saves time. That would be like, you know, I mean, honestly, with speedrunning, as long as you don't modify anything, anything goes, right? People can get pretty creative in with tech. As long as the game itself isn't modified. I know in some, like, Pokemon games, because they value a runner's hands, they allow turbo controllers. Which is probably a good thing. The only moment I'd have trouble with it is if it like guarantees certain things that it otherwise wouldn't, you know? If it helps you mash, it's fine. If it gives you a 100% super jump, please, then probably not. Unless that 100% super jump is achievable with like regular means. If it's like a strat rather than like some modification on the thing. You know what I mean. I mean, some guy that got Elon Musk's brain implant was able to play chess on chess.com using, you know, brain reader basically, which is crazy. I'm not even sure how that works, if he imagines like the mouse moving or if he physically imagines the move he's doing. It's insane. And it's great for people that have those disabilities, you know, it allows them to actually, you know, do those things that they couldn't do beforehand. Yeah, fuck off. And then there's also like a voice input, like playthroughs of Dark Souls or whatever. That could be kind of fun. Okay, overall I'm fine with this run. That's fine. The Malice could have been cleaner. Same with Argus. I changed the title. Oh, I didn't change the game. Hey Aiden, nice to see you. And Leo, of course, you too. I haven't seen Aiden for longer, okay, so don't take that personally. But yeah, Leo and the others, there will be a very cool thing, like Sable organized the, like, arguably most stacked relay since Biuchi and Sean did it. It doesn't allow me to edit this for some reason. That's annoying. Well. And basically Hayao, Sable and I, if all goes well, will be doing a relay, pretty much world record attempt on really longathon, which will be sick. Also, you know, considering up until Celosia this was within a minute of my PB, that deserves some vape. You know, for a derust. Now let me actually change this. Can I do it like that? Still. Does that still work? No? How did that work? How did any of this work? I need to reset up Nightbot. Why isn't it working for this? This is annoying. Hey Doc, nice to see you. Yeah, I've been well. You've came back right in time for Shadow since the last 2 or so months. Probably longer than that. My last video was 8 months ago, jeez. There has only been Pokemon Red since I was participating in a tournament. I also got a one win in that tournament. Yeah, we just finished the Pokemon Red run, exactly. Let me fix that. Can I do this through this creator dashboard? Stream manager. Stream info. Yeah, okay. Let's make this Shadow of a Colossus. And save. Okay, I think now it's fine. And yeah, I mean, for a derust, like look at that. The early game was freaking sick. It was stayed pretty much world record pace until Dirge or so. I mean, after that Bass run I still could have gotten it. After Dirge probably not so much. And then Pelagia was horrible, but that happens from time to time. Let's see, I mean, if this is +6... it's probably a 103 or 104, which is fine. Yeah, all platforms will be fun once I derust that. I've also gotten a lot better with like the OG shadows, right? Ideally I'd want to practice Zenobia on PS2 and Argus. But I think I could like... I mean realistically, I can probably get a 135 to 140-ish PS3 shadow. And like, let's say a 145 PS2 shadow. So let's say 145, 135, 125. That sounds about doable for me. What would that equal to? I can't math right now. I've been studying all day for the exam that is coming up. So 3 hours. 4 hours 45, right? Actually, that's a good number, right? How much would that equal to? The music is so amazing in this part. 445 would, yeah, beat you by like 17 minutes and me by an hour. I think the ultimate goal time, which is probably doable but probably also hard, is to get the sub 430. Which would mean on average sub 130 on each of them. Ideally you want a low 120s on PS4, sub 130 on PS3, and then like, you know, That would probably be cool as a final goal for all platforms. But yeah, my goal for the relay race is a 1:23:30. And I think I would have gotten that, like, if the Pelagia went decently, let's say I lose 10 seconds for whatever reason, that would put me 3:30 ahead, yeah, easily. That would be a low 1:23, or even better. But I'm especially proud, like, that even though that was a derust, I actually nailed the quad strat, got a Phaedra launch, didn't fail Avion, the Barba, Hydrus, Kuro section was actually pretty good. I mean, saving time on Phalanx is a given, considering the Phalanx in PB was very bad. Okay, that one is out of battery. By the way, Aiden, how have you been doing, if you're still there lurking? Would you be down to participate in some Treaksmas activities? We're planning on doing a race. And if you're more into the TOG kind of stuff, I'm sure Sable also does a lot of that. Like, I probably want to do like an all platforms showcase. Yeah, that's what it usually does, isn't it? But if you still have a setup and want to get back to it, you're very welcome. Treaksmas will be hype. I'm trying to like... will be trying to host a shadow race. And if it's just 3 people or whatever, then I'll be hosting it on like, I don't know, Sable's channel or something. Doesn't have to be on the official Team Eco kind of thing. And otherwise, the relay will happen. Next week, on Wednesday and Thursday, I will have final exams, which after those are done, I will at least have half a year of pure chill until like March when I start my next like qualifications thing. And there's like a day of another exam, but like it's way less stressful than those two. But yeah. That and the fact that Pokemon happened is the reason that I streamed way less, and if I streamed it was Pokemon. But, you know, what I'm planning on doing is maybe trying to stream twice a week. Starting next week after Thursday. Oh, hell yeah. I definitely watch. I always enjoyed your streams. TOG needs some more love. I'm trying to get everyone back into it, but everyone is like the community is so dormant right now. I mean, me included. I've been playing Pokemon and studying stuff. PDO has been playing World of Warcraft. I don't know what Jake has been up to. Probably FIFA and some other things. There was like barely any activity besides a few runs. I mean, Greeny and Razi at Astra did like runs of Shadow, which was very cool. They've been like beating each other's PBs back and forth, which is cool to see. Oh, it's scary. Like those qualifications thingies that I will have the final exams for next week, they started 2 years ago. And that flew by, jeez. Let's see if this was a 103. I'll put a guess. Let's say 103.42. Oh yeah, that's for sure. I've improved a lot on my health. I lost a ton of weight. Like about a year ago I was at 114 kilogram. Right now I'm at 92. I've been slacking a bit as of late because of the exam pressure. I was at 89 as my peak and I want to get back there. My final goal is probably mid-80s. Eventually, but it's already way better. I feel fitter and better. Well, you know, it's not that I distribute it a lot more. I can't let it go, but sometimes I'm like, okay, you know what, I'll skip a meal to have those gummy bears, you know, that kind of deal. That's a good question, actually. I still have my PS4 up there, actually. What? It's a 102, holy shit! That's great! That's better than I thought. Oh, dude, they don't have Starbursts in Germany. They also don't have Twizzlers in Germany and no Mike and Ike's. When I visited the USA, I ate all of that shit up and gained like 3 kilograms. And I lost them fairly quickly again, but like, boy. Visiting the US was glorious. Some of you might have caught my stream with Sancho. And like, I don't know. It's a crazy country. Especially with politics going on, it's probably a minefield, but I like visiting the US. It's just, it's no, you know, it's nice to visit. I don't really want to live there, but it's nice to visit. It was very cool for a while. It was brand new, and I and my brother for 2.5 weeks or so. Okay. Let me actually, like, a Colossi I fucked up. No, not like this. The Colossi that I fucked up. It should still have a VOD on somewhere. Hopefully. It should have a VOD. But yeah, I visited Sancho. Unfortunately, that day where I visited, I got a very, very, very bad migraine right after. But we went to the aquarium the next day and to a rodeo. Okay. Let me do the Pelagia. And we went to like a Mexican restaurant, which was also very, very good. Yeah, well. Getting that makes it so much easier. Okay, that should be good. Okay. Oh yeah, right, we did Banjo PvP. And Pokemon Stadium minigames. I actually have Sancho's N64 right here. And I set it up in a way where I can stream off of it. I kind of like... Yeah, Pelagia isn't great. I wanna buy... I already have Pokemon Stadium. I also bought like a couple games off of Sancho, like Pokemon Snap, Banjo-Kazooie. And I wanna buy Mario 64 Stadium 2. And yeah, we'll see what I will do with it. Probably great things. Okay, I also fucked up with jump stab. So let's try that. Just for practice. Yeah, okay, that was bad. We played so many cool retro games then at Sancho's. There were some highlights in there for sure. There we go, that's what I wanted. There was this one racing game where you were racing on motorbikes. And like, you could fall off your bike, and I guess I'm not sure how they did like the game balance back then, but you would have to get back on your bike. And then like my brother and Brenu both fell off their bikes. One of them stole the bike of the other guy, which is hilarious that that's even possible within a game like that. Golden Axe was great, yes. I personally like, my favorite retro game is probably Castlevania, I'll be honest. Of those kind of retro games anyway, the retro games, you know, because nowadays some people would consider a Pokemon retro game, which is probably true. At some point I wanna probably try and learn the Castlevania speedrun. That would be very cool. it has some cool history to it as well. Okay. I still don't quite have the consistency here. It's just you wait a tad, and then it's good. Okay, that wasn't it. Wow. Yeah, the jump step isn't easy, I guess? Even though it is once you get the hang of it, but like... it isn't as easy as... you know. There we go, that's how it is. Just easy enough once it works, but if it doesn't, it's not. If that makes sense. There we go, that's how I want it. Getting that in any percent would be nuts. What did you take? Please tell me the phalanx record. That would make me very happy. Actually, let me do a couple phalanx IL attempts. You know. Hey 3K, nice to see you. Oh, the jump step launch. I mean, to be fair, that person also taught me how to do Hydras on 60. Doing well, just did a derust. That's cool news. In December I will be on really longathon doing that's not phalanx, what am I doing? I will be doing a relay with Sable Dragon, Rook and Hayauki, which is very stacked, so not only will it be a cool showcase for Christmas, or like Treeksmas as Sable calls it, it will also be a world record attempt. You see my PB is a 59.66, so it's also better than the one I have on my leaderboard. I didn't feel like submitting it, but we'll see. I really don't like this Colossus because of the way railroads kill. But at the same time, there's a way to counteract that with the way JK did it. I just could never figure out how he did it, so... But there's a way to do it faster, for sure. Even in some of my attempts, I sometimes got so fast that you could just skip part of it. Yeah, going too early here can be awkward, but sometimes you can still glitch up there with a nicely timed grab. So I'm not sure what to do there. It's probably better to just either delay or skip that whole part in its entirety, but it really doesn't matter. That's a bad part about this whole thing, because you kind of have to go for that other timing. even better. Like, Tim, be ready to get your mind blown, because we're way, like, further with that. Because you know that going underground thing only happens when you kill a sigil, right? By damaging the sacks, you already deal some damage, so you don't actually have to finish the sigils to kill the Colossus. So basically by not damaging the first two sigils enough, you can skip those things entirely. You can also one-cycle it by being fast enough. Or in that animations, that he's still like getting there. If you're fast enough, you can kill that first sigil fully without it actually triggering anything. Okay, the camera was annoying there. That was weird. I didn't like that. I was honestly also quick enough to just skip those. Not sure if that would have been faster. Oh, I'm not doing the new JK way because I'm just terrible at it. But yeah, you can technically just do like quick jumps and be faster. Oh, is that what PDO did? That's cool. Oh, that was sick. That's also a good angle here. Because guess what, this whole first part, it's usually faster to just skip it. Unless that happens. This is not great. Yeah, and that record is also like a year old or so. Because it's an individual level, you can't use them on that in the time attack. And it would be kinda... Well, the only time we use it is for New Game Plus runs, where you actually do the whole game. But basically, you know, this is mostly practice, but also it would be cool to break the record for this specific Colossus, which is a 58.64, I think. Wait, was it still a left turn? Are you serious? That looked wrong. At first, for some reason. Yeah. If anything, this feels like a slot machine. That's the thing I hate about it. With the others, you always know what to do. Here it's mostly like, oh, if that little section at the end goes just right, you might get it, you know? Or if you just shake out of a step. I don't know. I feel like you could probably get a 57 or 56 if everything goes perfectly fine, but you'd either have to skip the first part entirely or get very lucky on the stabs and shakes. I doubt it. What's more likely is that they might drop something on the new Team Eco game. But that wouldn't be Blue Point, but like whatever the studio is. Okay, that's slow. Of Wada. It's like the first whole part doesn't matter unless you do it the way you did, JK. And I don't understand it. 3 frames is insane. I absolutely hate the comment that they left, you know? It's mockery. It's not like we've been trying hard on beating this record, you know? Like, it's ridiculous that you actually have to delay here if you get that angle, because if you go too early you just miss. So it means basically like no matter how fast you go, going slower doesn't make you go any slower. Yeah, I also do 2 fully charged, and if you do it right, you're still too fast. It's horrible. I think it's actually faster to skip that entirely. Yeah, exactly. Like, the first part everyone can do, and then it's just about stabbing the sigil. It's like, oh wow, skill expression or something. I mean, I can also go that way. To be fair, it can also happen with Zenobia, but there, at least, if you go very, very fast, you still save time on that first cutscene. So even Zenobia isn't as bad. I don't like it, especially with first like RNG element of it as well. Oh, I'm not there. Yeah, I don't understand how like that second part works. I got it like once or twice, but like it feels random. Probably isn't, but like, you know. I know Hammer did like a little freaking essay on how to do it. But it's very specific, it feels like. I have like done the platinum speedrun of this game even. The life sword is just a worse sword, but it allows you to reveal no matter the lighting, I think. Speaking of which, has anyone ever tried to use the life sword to like unlock Malice's gate early? Now that I think of it, it could be a new game plus time save if you're willing to have the sword around. Oh, that one. Am I thinking? Oh, I'm thinking of the sun sword. That's my bad then. I don't have that one. I just have the DLC items, the regular ones. There's a pre-order bonus. That's crazy. Okay, you've heard it here. It makes the health regenerate faster. I have a dormant sword for whatever that's worth. And this aggro dude. I need a Japanese account for a cooler looking aggro. Wouldn't that be fun? And A doesn't get any cool aggros, but they're different, right? It's just the regular one. The 3D is the coolest. Imagine though if next year Bluepoint came out, DOC, here we go, overcut Colossi, have fun. Well, you have to buy the DLC, then, you know, if you buy the DLC in the EU version, you get the aggro that I have here, and in the Japanese one you get one that looks like, I don't know what I would call it, a Dalmatian. You know, I get cow and they get Dalmatian. Whatever it's actually called, the horse breed. The dotted one. Yeah, fuck that. Tobiano is cow and Nepstrom is Dalmatian. Yeah, there we go. I like my name better. It's out there somewhere. I know some of the Japanese runners actually use it for runs. Right? Higuchi used one. No? I think he did. See how I actually delayed there? And I ended up being faster. Isn't that stupid? But now I'm slower again because of that stumble. Just slightly losing my sanity. Been doing an IO for more than 10 minutes. That's unfortunate. Yeah, like, actually, like, how would you even approach that? How does that even work? It would only be faster if everything else was faster as well, and they do the routing like a whole lot different. What was the task? Like, it was like a 56, right? It's actually crazy to think about. And whatever the OG task is, the PS5 task would probably be faster. Wow, fuck off. Really? I wonder. Yeah, well. Oh, that would be cool. We could make it a project. That'd be hype. Playing Vial safe state by safe state would be so much more chill. At least I'd think it would be. Until I try to do whatever the crazy things there are. Okay, that was bad. Oh, that would be sick. Going frame by frame, right? Could also be interesting, actually, doing that, if it would be deterministic, like, if all of a sudden it would RNG manipulate Phalanx and Kuro, you know? Well, it is definitely respected. I'm not sure if it's popular. Still seems like, well, niche is probably the wrong word. It's decently popular, but it's not like hype enough for them to do anything about it. I feel like. I mean, they barely did anything, like... They could have made TOG 60 FPS, but they never bothered, you know? They actually downgraded it from the 1.0 version. Because that had the ability to go as high. The new Wada game though. That would be interesting. The craziest thing they could do is port it to PC, I think. That's about as crazy as it gets, with maybe an item or more. Or something. PC port would actually be insane. Because then, all of a sudden, all those things would get very interesting. 56:31, yeah. The fact it's only 2 seconds with all that effort. But it didn't feel like it was as optimized as it could get. It's almost midnight. Well, fucking hell. $35? $35 is very good. I think... What was mine? Probably have gotten a better. It doesn't even show my ALs. I hate this speedrun.com, the way it works on mobile. It's horrible. I freaking hate it. I don't know. Low 30s, maybe 32 or something. Let me actually try this for a moment. It's better than 34, it's just not on this file or whatever. I forgot the timing for this. Which shows how crazy splices are, huh? But it's very crazy considering that. Imagine doing this. I don't even remember what the like timing for this was. 4.5 seems right? The first time I played this game was actually after the PS4 version released. I know I played it as a kid, but I played all versions since then. I've done like an all platforms run and all. Whole decent times, I guess. Was it 5.5? It might have been 5.5. Actually take a look when I realize it's hard to take a look on mobile. Kuromori. So world record is 23 seconds. And my best time is a 32 flat apparently. I feel like I've done better and probably not submitted. Yeah, Hammer even retook Gaius. What an absolute giga chat. Yeah, seems like 5.5-ish. A tad over 5, I guess. Yep. Oh, come on. Fucking hell. It's not much better, if at all. I feel like some of the tasks have been beat by humans. Yeah, it's a bit awkward. But when it works just right. On hard I got so clean, like, such clean jump steps. Easier but also harder. Like, I never got that jump step to work. I feel like that would have made it a lot easier. Because if you get that jump step on top, you just... you're able to finish everything every time. And that will make things a lot easier. Funnily enough, I think that Rico actually unofficially holds the HTA record for this guy. Because he said that he did some runs and he couldn't... I don't remember what times he said, but I think at the time they were records, and they probably still are. Just as Stormglad probably holds the record for, like... Ah, fuck off. For any percent normal. From unofficial sources, but I totally believe it happened. I'd love to like try and improve the any percent normal. It probably is very doable with a little practice at this point, with the improvements we've had. How does Kuromori ILs get so much more views than Pokemon Red, man? It's like, oh, Tic Tac is doing Shadow again. Yes, let's watch that shit. Oh, he's doing Kuromori, look at him reset 100,000 times till he gets the right RNG. Hell yeah. Oh, that sounds awful. I didn't even know that they had 3D functionality. This is peak streaming experience. The Tic Tac vibes. Yeah, fuck. How would that even work? I honestly hope it's just a little more dynamic than TOG, let's put it that way. The Last Guardian was a nice game for what it was, but I was hoping it would have more flashiness to it. So ideally it would be like... I'd love like a Shadow of the Colossus-esque game, but longer. And maybe with more parkour elements like Eco. Something in between those two. Imagine an Eco-esque game with Shadow of the Colossus fights. That would sound awesome. It would probably be a lot of fun to speedrun. Oh no, not the robots taking over. Oh, come on. I would have gotten that. Oh, I forgot to put it on classic. I also forgot what to do here. I'm doing it wrong, help. Yeah. I didn't even get the cycle steps, that's disgusting. I'm not slandering on Trico. Trico is cool. It's just my least favorite of the Team Eco games, it doesn't mean I don't like it. I enjoyed running it, it's just so long. Man, it's so freaking long. Like, I'd take a 2 hour 15 minute speedrun. I'd take that, you know? That would be fun. Yeah, sure, Wander. Sure, Wander. Whatever you need, Wander. Wow, come on, just cycle stab a little. Well, anyway. spamming square. Holy fuck, that was fast. Unfortunately, I couldn't hold on. Oh my goodness gracious, I almost PB'd there for no reason. I think Aiden got it once right and got mega trolled. And I think Aiden is still the only one who have gotten it, well, besides. Did Rico ever get it? I think he did, yeah. Did he though? Yeah, I think he did. Surely. Was it pure luck, or did you have an idea what you were doing? That's what I get, yeah, out of it. He hissed just now. It's like a 30% chance. I think there's like 3 different cycles. Well, 33. I never actually tested it, sometimes it feels like 10. I don't actually know if this is pure RNG anyway. Wow, I did it wrong. I'm wondering... Well, jump steps are surely faster because you can cancel them, but still. Imagine 2 very clean slashes. Yeah, exactly. Half the time it works all the time, and the other half it doesn't work at all. Well, yeah, but if you get a quick jump stab out of it, yeah, it works, yeah. It's faster, of course. Of course it's faster, I'm not sure what I'm on about. He hissed. He still didn't do it though. That fucker. Why isn't he doing the thing? It feels like less than a third of the time. Am I wrong? There must be some kind of RNG element that you can control and that I'm constantly messing up, I don't know. Okay, I think he meant after a roll. I was just doing it, just getting it wrong, what he was meaning. We roll once you roll out, so it doesn't actually give you any benefit. So this won't be it. I know Rico has like a way of telling directly with the Colossus camera. But yeah, let's see if that his checks out every time. Okay, this is the hiss. Yeah, that definitely was the correct one. That's no hiss, so let's see. Nope. Yep. His strats are correct, aren't they? Okay, this should be it then. Yep. JK was onto something. It doesn't even save you any time because... yeah, well... I guess I could start resetting a bit faster. No hiss. Saves a bit of time. Why can't he hiss a bit earlier? Yeah, that was the hiss. I don't know why I jumped. No hiss, so it won't be there. Yep. Nope. Yeah. You can mentally prepare for it, right? It's not. Yep. I'd rather know Riku's strat, because he explained it many times with the Colossus camera, but I still never understood it. That's not it. Yeah, well. Yeah, but how would it move? That's it, right? Yep. I wasn't ready. Well, I'm not sure how long I will go. I'm just doing random freaking... I don't know what I'm doing, man. It's also because I have the next 2 days off, because I have exams on Wednesday and Thursday, so I took those to study. I mean, honestly, I started watching the people that dual stream more often on YouTube because it's just a nicer thing. Twitch has gotten so bad with ads that there's barely any difference anymore. Whatever. That's what he does? You actually found the quote, JK. Nice. Let's do this a couple of times with the Colossus camera, just out of curiosity. I don't know. I don't get it. That's not it though. Oh, it's... yeah, okay, well. Leo says hi from YouTube, JK. Hope you appreciate that. I don't know how to do this, man. I don't know what to even look for, that's a problem. Like, how early would you know? The camera moving left. Okay, you know what? Let's test that hypothesis. Did it move left just now? I don't know. It apparently didn't. With how vials are... Oh, my dear boy. Leo, you have never seen the IO world records, right? Like, if you want... Okay, that's definitely it though. Let's go. Let's do this. Fuck off. If you want, we could react to those together right now. I got nothing better to do, and it's worth it, believe me. Because your mind will be blown into pieces. Tomorrow, maybe in the evening, we'll have to see. He didn't hiss! His strat failed. His strat doesn't work every time. You definitely need to see the IO records because they are the craziest thing. He doesn't always hiss, he also fakes out at times. Yeah, square one. He got first. Decently convincingly. I don't think he was ever in trouble. I watched while doing a derust run of Shadow on stream. Yeah, did you see how he totally didn't hiss? Did you also see how he doesn't do a thing? Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, I almost got it there. Yeah, well. It gets hard to get the cycle steps there. No, Leo, you don't... Okay, you know what? You know what the strat is. Let me just show you as a sneak peek what the record for Kuro is. I swear, dude, it's crazy. Just so you get a glimpse, okay? Just so you get a glimpse what we're talking about here, because this is not some like full game run stuff we can just do. It's a work of art, okay? It's actually a work of art that Mr. Hammer produced there. Let me get the stream going here. Just so you know what you're missing. How can I make this work? Just a second. So let's just mute the Elgato for now. Let's get the Elgato gone. Let's use instead... Does this work if I do it this way? Yeah, okay, that's good enough, right? Wait, it's actually perfect, isn't it? Holy shit, that's good. Okay, here, please tell me you're ready, Leo. I'm not starting until you say you're good to go to see this beautiful work of art. If you've seen the Mona Lisa, this is the Shadow of the Colossus equivalent of it. But better. Can somebody get Leo here? He needs to see, he needs to witness. He needs to witness. Giving it one more minute when I'm just starting for the sake of everyone else. Okay, he can watch it back on YouTube because YouTube is great. Y'all, let's witness it. Dude. Ah! My fucking god! This thing died so quick. Man! You probably had no sound there, but you could feel it. Dies of death. Dies so hard of death. And I think what he did there, he was literally just walking. Did you see him just walk? He just walked forward. Yeah, but it's perfect anyway. Yeah, but he just walked there. Yeah, now we get a Kuromori speedrun from Wish. This is the AliExpress special. Let's see if I can get like a 29 or something. That would be cool. Yeah. There will still be some Pokemon, but I'm derusting. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. It's that second leg, it never behaves, yeah man. I also don't believe the hiss anymore. I think Kuro did that a couple times, but then decided not to when he realized it was a tell of his. Oh, fuck you. Ah! Get there! Yeah, this is why it's slower to do it the other way. Yeah, it wouldn't work. Oh yeah, classic controls are actually better because I can roll out of that, like, thing if I ever get it. But then you have to do regular jump stabs, which sucks. Regular jump stabs suck on that low distance. And ideally you don't need them anyway if you just roll out of it. That was a slow one. Oh, really? That's actually crazy, I didn't know that. On input? So if I just did the whistle cancel or something, it still works. Can I whistle and press whistle and roll out of it? I need to try that out, that sounds insane. Actually, let me try that out. Let's do a Mythbusters here. Oh, you can't roll out of a whistle, really? I'm disappointed now. Okay, fuck, I'm switching back to modern. I don't like it. I hate this IL. I actually hate this IL because of the randomness. Okay. Let me do a couple Zenobia attempts and be done for the day. Well, not for this day. Maybe I'll stream still after I sleep and study. But like, you know what I mean. Zenobia. This guy. Right. I shouldn't even go for NTA, right? Let me beat Odavaro real quick, and then I'll do yours. Am I right? Imagine if that just happened. Why was that so weird? It's totally not very true. Oh, it is, okay. Fuck that. Don't we all love the sound? It also builds up after a time frame, right? It gets worse and worse. Where is the HTA? I need to clean up the saves once more. I hate it. I fucking hate it. That probably works. Oh, hey! Hallo zusammen. Dann werde ich mal kurz auf Deutsch sprechen. Danke für den Raid. Ich wollte eigentlich nicht sehr viel länger weitermachen, aber warum nicht? Sehr, sehr nett von euch. Bin gerade ein bisschen am derusten. Aber dann kann ich ja versuchen, mal den IL-Weltrekord für den hier zu brechen. Und danke für die Follows. But yeah, let me switch back to English anyway. Isn't it always nice when you're like, okay, maybe 5 minutes more and then a big raid hits? And it's in the middle of the night. I'm sure the German viewers also understand. What was your exact record? I mean, you know, it's been a thing once where I did a stream on the Russian, like, marathon, and also one at the German one. And there was a moment, there were a bunch of Russian viewers, a bunch of German viewers, and a bunch of English viewers at the same time. So all of a sudden I had to do a trilingual stream, and I hated that. My brain doesn't work that way. Not consistently anyway. Especially since... like, Russian was fine, but with gaming terms, man, I have no idea what to call things. Until I realized you can just use the English term most of the time and be fine. But when you add Russian grammar on top of that, that's when the fun really begins. There we go, that's what I wanted to see. But it's a slow Zenobia anyway. It always depends on that first hit, and that hit was like 3 seconds off. So unfortunately there's also an RNG factor in there. Yeah. 144, and you want like a 38. And of course I get the wacky jump that one time, where it doesn't matter. And it's a slow one. Sometimes he runs all the way through there. So basically this is the slowest animations that dog can do. Which basically means it's useless. But let me practice with stabbing anyway. Yep, that's not the way to do it. I wonder, did you do a jump stab when getting the record? Yeah, I think to beat yours, a 40 would still be fine. Barely. You didn't do a jump stab, right? To finish? Okay, I lost my touch on this. This is horrible. To finish it might not even be worth it on HTA, right? Unless you make the stabs shorter. But then it might equal to be about the same. Probably not worth it. Yeah, I don't get it. I used to be so good at this. Yeah, kind of like that. That's probably a reasonable thing to do, yeah. There's also a strat here, where you, right at the end you can do a long jump. And you're doing that strat. There we go. But the... Oh, this time the dog did comply, but I was too slow to dodge this thing, so it's kind of fucked. But it's not as bad as it looks. Well, now it's as bad as it looks. Let's see if I hit it still. Nope. This was a complete disaster. It was a 41 though. This could have been fine. It was a decently high jump as well. Just needed to, well, get past there. What I still didn't figure out fully is if you do that long jump right at the end and skip that thing entirely. Like, jump on top and past the canal, if that ever gives you a faster... Like... Because you can get Wander there faster, but it usually affects the AI of Zenobia in a negative way. If you know what I mean. I'll have to try it on the next one just to see if I can make it work. There we go. Whoa, that was very good. And even skipped here. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. This is very good. Okay, I think I messed up Wacky completely. Unfortunate. This was a 38 though. This is what I wanted. Unfortunate. This could have been it. With like a wacky jump, this would have been record pretty easily. Well, unless I don't hit the jump stab anyway, which is the biggest factor. Ah, this was close. Let me show what I mean. This one, where you can like skip the canal entirely. You get to a pillar way faster, but I never got the AI to work. If the AI ever cooperated, that would be so huge, you know? But usually the AI was... Well, this time it would have worked, I think. Let me try this a couple times. Yeah, and I wonder if you can get like something close to that if you vary it a little bit, kind of like that. But it's a bit tricky to get the rhythm there, because you have to tap it a couple times and then jump. Yeah, I think it's angle based, but you will never get that angle if you're trying to get it fast. Imagine if you get a one off of that and then clutch it and no one can ever replicate it. And that will stay IO record forever, you know? That's like one of those mysterious things. The other answer to sub 1 would be to cycle stab a couple times. But that like never works. But Hey Hawk. Yeah, I did a full any % run because there will be a big relay happening in December. Where we will try to get the relay world record and have like a very stacked team. With Sable, Dragon Rook and Tayauki. Which would be a sick. I don't have anyone on commentary for my own part. Sancho will do Hayauki, Sable prefers to do it on her own. I don't have anyone yet. So, yeah, I'm still in search. Thank you. If anyone is willing, feel free to reach out to me. I asked a couple people and didn't get anyone. And like, JK, I'm not sure if you're into commentary really. But, you know, if you're willing to do it, of course. Okay, I'm getting better at this again. Oh, this is a good one. Come on. Do it! Yes! Fuck yeah. Okay, this was a 39. This is fine. This can record. I don't think I got wacky though. Fuck. Ah, this is so sad. But I'm getting there more often. This is good. Was this with the skip or without the skip there? Now I wonder. I don't remember what I did. Did I do the up route or down route? Yeah, exactly. Okay, I got back into the whole super jump stuff, getting it better. Okay, this is a slow Zenobia though. I'll do it for practice. And you know what, whenever I say I do it for practice, that's usually when I get to a wacky jump. Of course. Okay, I didn't get it. I let go too early, I think, but it felt right. Yeah, exactly, which is why probably the downwards route is better. Unless, like, the upper route can get you the same AI movement when you just have more leeway. Oh. Got the sidewards motion, but not the upwards motion. Fuck. Yeah. I mean, for me it's just getting more used to it again. I know it's like a way more sidewards like input than I always think it is. That's usually my issue. Okay, this is a very slow Zenobia. He might be on the wrong side. No, it's not. Wow, got blocked. Well, yeah, that's what I do with a long jump. But I don't do an extra jump, I guess. Though that can help. I know what you mean. Sure. Oh, come on. I need to practice the wacky jump. Oh, fuck you. Okay, that worked. I guess it's about the input, like, you don't want to do like a forward input. You want to almost do a sideward, like, angle-wise it's like a 40-degree angle almost. You know? No, what am I talking about? Not 40, it's like 80. You know, almost a right angle. That's the one that works. Yeah, but the perspective is a bit skewed, which is a bit weird and counterintuitive. Yeah, I know that too, yeah. It's usually when you see yourself jumping up, yeah. Yeah, exactly. The first one is a bit obstructed by the whole debris thing. True, PDO, true. But I have a relay to derust for. Yep, that's what I do as well. And from that derust I went straight into ILs like an idiot. But honestly, after a lot of Pokemon, it's like necessary. Best strat in the game. Yeah, that's fair. Those things always suck. Yeah, I think I didn't do it. Yeah, I disagree with those strats. Disagreeing. Okay. I mean, they're just honestly not too bad. At the start I actually used a PS4 controller because I hated how it felt on, like, on Hydras. Yeah, thanks. Not for a while. I have to focus on 90% normal and all platforms. Those are the two that I want to get good at. Let's get a couple more phalanxes in and then be done for the day. Your avions are very good. I'd have to actually workshop whatever you're doing there. Wow. Oh, I'm doing hard mode. I shouldn't be doing hard mode. Yeah, no, I'm probably way too tired. But I would feel bad without raiding anyone. Let's see if I can raid anyone. If not, I won't raid anyone. I hate when you twitch chat, by the way. It bothers me a lot. Alright. In that case, I'll just let you all go and come back at the latest Thursday or Friday or so, because that's when I will be done with my exams and I will have a whole weekend. So I plan to do a couple streams during that time. I should get Nightbot back, honestly, to advertise my Discord channel, my server, because my Discord server is so dead, it needs new people. Yeah, anyway. Good night, everyone. Or day, or whatever time of the day it is. See y'all.